welcome to Eric's Eye on Anthem. Thanks for tuning in on our new YouTube channel and hopefully wherever else we can put this thing. That's Griffin's job. Griffin, the guy behind the board, is here with me again. Look how excited he is. He loves doing this. Thanks, Griff.
What? Hey.
Golly. And Sawana, our new beautiful co-host, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
She's going to be here every show, Lord willing, right?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, because someone's got to do something. Sawana is the executive director for the Anthem Chamber of Commerce, so thank you for executivating that thing.
You are welcome.
If you're not in the chamber, please join the chamber, because that's how you're going to get on the show, pretty much, kind of. You have to do good business in Anthem or join the chamber, but I would highly recommend you do both.
I agree.
Because Anthem is an amazing place, right?
Yes.
And we want you all to do wonderful. Our guest today, I'm kind of excited. I hear Anthem's kind of excited about this guy coming on. Yeah?
I'm very excited about this.
We're very excited. Mike, can I just call you Bluey?
Sure.
Blue
Tell me whatever you want.
Kowski. How do you say your last name? Tell me.
Pawlowski.
Balowski. Mike. So funny thing is, I don't know, 8 months ago, I was playing basketball at North Phoenix Baptist Church, and this young, smart, handsome athlete was covering me, and I'm like, dude, get off me, bro. And it turns out to be Mike, and then all of a sudden he's in Anthem opening a brewery, Homeland Brewery?
Homeland Brew Co.
Homeland Brew Co. And where are you going to be located?
We're going to be on the west side of 17. First of all, thanks for having me.
You bet. Thanks for coming on.
Not only do you dunk on me, I now me on a podcast. Yeah. But we're on the west side of Anthem, right next to Havana Cigar Bar.
Bobby's joint, Havana Cigar Bar.
Yep.
So you can get brews and cigars all in one place now, right?
Yes, yeah. We kind of got that whole corner of the market.
Now we just need to strip. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
No, whoa.
After dark?
All right, after dark. We're actually going to start recording the After Dark show after your place. But you're going to have a password. We could put that on OnlyFans.
I don't feel comfortable with you having an old
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So, Mike, tell us how this dream of yours came about.
Well, it's been a long journey, but I grew up in the Midwest, so beer has always been relative. Miller Lite over there and Spotted Cow for those people that know their craft beer. One of the best beers of all time. So I grew up going through college, and then I moved out to LA where I met a friend of mine that was opening up a bourbon whiskey and vodka like brand, and he's like, hey, do you want to join me? I'm like, sure. Like, what do I get paid? Whatever. He's like, this is a startup, we're gonna try to get this everywhere. And we ended up growing from 1 state to 32 states in 8 years. So during that time though, like being in the industry, I've always been a big beer guy. So during 2020, my wife and I were just like sitting there, obviously like everybody else was at home, trying to figure out what our next move is. And we were like, let's open up a brewery. Let's try to do it. We love beer. Every single time that we travel, we go to breweries and try to find the next good craft beer. So, anyways, moved to Arizona, try to open it up. Got a branding guy to do Homeland Brew Co. So it kind of like prospered from there. Well, brewing is very tough and obviously very expensive. And so we ended up going to Wandering Tortoise because we lived over by Rent House, and their business concept was great. And the beer and wine industry, you don't have to brew totally on site. You can still have craft beer. We could contract brew. But a lot of our friends and family were in the military and first responders, and that was really big during 2020 and everything else. And so we want to find a brand that basically promotes that, and we can use that as a platform to, give back to the community, give back to them. And we ended up moving up to Anthem with our kid, and we found a spot. So we got really lucky. It's 3,200 square feet. It's going to be a big beer hall, a lot of seats at the bar. So I don't know. That's kind of how it prospered together. Long story. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, we want the long story. We want to know because you're going to have to tell it 9,000 more times at the bar.
Yeah.
Are you going to be the bartender?
I will be the bartender.
The first bartender?
Yes. Yeah.
Fun.
My wife will not like that, but yes.
Why? What's the problem with that?
I don't know.
He'll be drinking.
Everybody tells you all their problems. You should become an ordained minister too behind the bar. That would, because you're going to hear everybody's problems in town.
No, I'm really excited to meet everybody. So far, the response has been amazing. People have been stopping by while I put the banner up. I can't get any work done, first of all, because they're all walking in and like, hey, can we see the space? I'm like, yeah, of course. And so I've met a lot more people than I would even think of already, and we're not even open yet. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Well, the big question is, when are we opening?
Yeah.
Very aggressive, but I don't want to put like that 2-week curse. Everybody talks about it. I'm hoping Father's Day weekend. So I'm not sure when this podcast is going to drop, but
Oh, we're dropping it before Father's Day weekend because we're going to promote the heck out of you.
I appreciate that.
You bet.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we're hoping Father's Day weekend. It's also Flag Day, so it's pretty on brand. And we're gonna do ribbon cutting, hopefully at about 11 o'clock on Saturday, right?
Saturday before, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then we'll have hot dog stand out there. So Sonoran dogs. What else? We'll probably have a couple of tricks up in my sleeve. A couple surprises. So.
We're just excited to see it and that you're there.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's going to be 20 taps. So if somebody can't find a good beer that they like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, let's be honest. Does the world really need another brewery? There's so many beers to choose from. Like I went to a place in Prescott and they had 60 beers on the wall. And I told my wife I was going to try every one of them. I got to 7 and I couldn't walk straight. So, I mean, is there really need, like, you're going to have everything anyone needs and wants.
Yeah. Seltzers, ciders, non-alcoholics, which is great because that's a huge thing. And, you can only have so many IPAs where you can, we'll have a session IPA, we'll have to-go beers, which is also another, facet of the business, which is cool because I'm going to have a lot of beers that you're not going to be able to find at Fry's. So, if you're going to come in there and you're an ultra drinker or a Coors Light drinker, I promise I'll find you something that's comparable, price-wise and taste-wise. And, maybe it's all about education and experience for me. I built the company I call it the BBE, beer, brand, and experience. So if you can do those 3 things like to the top, you should be successful and everybody should have a great time while enjoying a cold beverage.
And you're going to have a membership too, yeah?
Yeah, that's been
about that.
Yeah, that's been fun to set up. Already another great response. We have 28 memberships already sold. So I call it the Anthem Ale Society. The first 50 are like the founding fathers, essentially. Not only does that get you you and a +1 for every member, you get a penny pint or a penny flight. For the wine drinkers, they get a half off a glass. And that's every week for 365 weeks. How many
52 weeks. 52
weeks? Sorry.
That's plenty.
Yeah. So just beer itself, that's like a $750, value. But on top of that, we're going to do private events. We're going to do tastings. Anytime I get like a really cool collab beer, we're going to be able to have the members in there first to try it before, the keg kicks. We'll do like homebrewing classes. You get percentage off anytime you come in. You also get percentage off merchandise, to-go beers, tab, any food. We're gonna have. Sorry, I didn't mention this part, but right now we're just gonna do bar snacks and small bites. Hopefully down the road we're gonna have a good like scratch kitchen, but take some time with the health department.
Can we Uber Eats in food?
Yep, you could Uber Eats in food. You could bring foods from, I know there's a couple like Ray's Pizza or sushi. You could bring anything in.
By the bucket.
We
Gotta give our boy Joe some love.
to get by the bucket. So, yeah, and we'll help you out with that too because we will get like discounts from the vendors around the area. So, you could bring snacks in from the house, whatever you want to bring. But I'm trying to make this. Basically, I'm kind of piecing together this inside of this place because I want family, community, dogs, children, wine drinkers, beer drinkers, and there's going to be little areas throughout. When you see it later, Eric, you're going to be like, wow, you really did think of everything. I try because I'm piecing together like little tidbits that I love from all other breweries because I have a little kid and it's really hard to drink 2 beers with a 2-year-old running around. So that's going to be a part of the whole kind of inclusive community aspect of it. So
And it's a very huge family community.
big time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I did not notice that until I moved up here last July.
Right.
And I go to the park every day.
Right.
And I don't know if these people
Best
live
park in
around-
America.
I'm like, how do you guys live around here? I'm like, I don't ever see you except at the bar, or not at the bar, at the park.
You see them at the bar too.
At the bar.
Yeah.
Can we do a promotion for Saturday? If the first 25 people, I'll buy their beer for them at the chamber ribbon cutting.
Okay.
Wow, that's really nice.
Can we do that?
Very
Can you put a tab on for me?
I
Well,
will.
we got to get secret word. What can we do?
Yeah, you need like
Your
a
secret word.
You pick.
Platypus.
They got to tell you have to see Mike only and Mike Platypus. First 25 are on VIP mortgage.
Okay, I'll put that on there. That's perfect.
And Eric's eye on Anna. It's really VIP mortgage pays for everything. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We got to write this off.
My time, my equipment, everything. So
That's great. Yeah, I'll let the bartenders know that. We'll have something behind the bar, and let's do it.
Platypus.
I don't know.
They're
rolls
from.
off the tongue.
Stay tuned on Instagram too. There might be like a, first 25, 50 people that come in, they might have a little secret gift as well.
Ooh, so if you're there, what time are we going to open on that Saturday before Father's Day?
Ribbon cutting at 11. We'll probably open up doors at 12. So
Perfect.
give some time, to take some pictures, whatever Sawana wants to do. So
Yes.
I'm not sure how that goes. It's my first business I'm opening up. So
I'm so excited for you.
yeah, I appreciate it.
We're there to
See the
support you.
passion. Like you truly love this. And I love that about small business.
Well, yeah, what do you got in your hand there now? We're at Amped, by the way.
Wait, what time is it?
It doesn't matter. It depends on whatever time they're watching this at night.
I'll drink a little IPA.
A
Tower
little IPA from
Tower Station.
Amped. We thank Amped very much for letting us host this and do everything we do here.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm really excited. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. A lot of look at my hands. Like they have paint and cuts and bruises. Last night I was there till about 1 a.m. and then I had to get up at 6 because I had plumbers, electricians, drywall guys, and we're just on like our last push. And it doesn't look like it, but it's coming together.
It'll all come together. I know. We have faith in you.
Thank you. I feel the pressure of Anthem kind of bearing down on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm okay I can raise above it. So
I think you'll deliver above and beyond. Yeah.
appreciate that.
What's going to be the vibe in there? Like, how do you set yourself apart from other breweries?
This is cool. So not only did I say I have like a little bit of everything. So if you want to sit in the lounge, you could have wine on a leather couch, or if you want to be in a backyard, you can have Adirondack chairs and fold out chairs and play yard games. There's going to be a little game room area for like maybe, younger adults, or if there's going to be shuffleboard and a giant bar for everybody belly up. But there's also going to be one thing that I always love about breweries and just the industry itself is the networking and just who you meet at the bar. So community seating is really big for me. It's okay to rub shoulders and elbows. It's okay to like talk to your neighbor. You don't like, I know it's such taboo after 2020, but I love to get back into that because there is so many great people and so many people I've met just at a brewery that has changed my life. So I hope that, that I can convey that and facilitate that for other people. So,
Yeah.
But it's going to be industrial. I'm going to have my motorcycle in there. It's going to have like the backyard vibes with a little bit modern twist. So,
Most important, are you going to have touch tunes? Do I get to choose the music?
No.
because when you go home, you can still use touch tunes. And I don't want to hear like any Britney Spears when you're driving home.
Well, I do like to sit next to a bar with touch tunes and just play the same song over and over.
You're that
Someone
guy.
makes me.
You're that guy, Eric.
I have never done that. I have never. But it's fun to think about. I think I read about it somewhere. Well, we're excited for you. Thanks for coming. Where did you grow up, by the way?
Born in Chicago, but I grew up in Baraboo, Wisconsin. So
Wisconsin.
yeah,
A
Wisconsin.
lot of Wisconsin. You like cheese curds?
I love cheese curds.
I think that should be your first menu item when you
First
start
menu
cooking
item,
there.
Please.
You know it.
Shit.
Actually, weird thing at Baraboo, Wisconsin, is the circus capital, or where the circus started. Did you know that?
No.
Circus World Museum, Ringling Brothers, out of Baraboo, Wisconsin.
All right.
So look it up.
So you come
Google
from
it.
Claim
the
to fame.
circus comes from.
So literally, like growing
Are
up,
you
they're like, "Oh, you're
corny?
from the circus town. You're from the circus town." So yeah,
That is awesome.
it's a little nugget there.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate.
We're
you guys.
excited for you.
Thank you
Don't
so
forget Anthem Chamber. If you haven't joined, check out the Anthem Chamber website. Come by. Mike will sign you up. Isn't this an MLM? Is it
Basically, it's like
a
Avon.
chamber? Yeah.
Yeah.
So come see Mike. You'll sign up under him. Just kidding. It's not an MLM.
You can also go on homelandbrewco.com, look at the memberships, what our events calendar is, our location. We'll have a lot of stuff on there. And they'll link over to our Untapped menu where you can see all the beers that are untapped. They have ratings on there. So just homelandbrewco.com.
Awesome.
Thank you for bringing
Thanks,
your
Mike.
business to the community.
Thank you. Of course. Thanks for having
All
me.
right, let's go.
Appreciate you.